Welcome in, beautiful soul. This is Dahlia with your weekly pick a card reading. To find out what does the person on your mind need to say to you right now, take a deep breath. Allow your intuition to choose the card or crystal that resonates with you the most, whether 1, 2, or 3. Welcome in, card number 1. The card that you were drawn to says, "You are hot. I think you're incredibly hot, and I'm super attracted to you." That's the first message you are receiving from the person on your mind. Let's take a deeper look and see, how do they feel about your connection? How does this person on your mind feel genuinely about your connection? We have the 5 of Swords. Now, the 5 of Swords indicates a mental conflict or battle, can indicate someone who's fighting to win for their position. So although there's attraction here, there's some sort of battle this person is facing when it comes to your connection. Maybe they feel they have to fight for you, or maybe they feel they have to fight to be understood here. Let me take a deeper look. What does the person on your mind genuinely feel about your connection? Wow. Now we have the 6 of Swords. So I'm getting the sense that rather than conflict externally focused on the connection, it's an inward focused battle or trauma that this person is facing. Now, this can take the shape of being hurt previously in love and then not being quite sure if you're willing to get involved with someone again. But the 6 of Swords indicates that this person is aware that in order to have a fulfilling connection with you, they have to be willing to release the pain or the negativity that they might still be holding on to from the past. Let me get another card. What does the person on your mind genuinely feel about the connection? The 6 of Cups confirms what I was just saying, that the anguish that this person is feeling is related to something from their past that they're still holding on to. Now let's take a look and see if we can find out what these issues are. The next question is, what worries does this person on my mind have about being committed? We have the 10 of Wands in reverse. Now this is about carrying a burden, a heavy load, lots of baggage. So the worries that they have about being committed are that they won't be able to be unburdened by the baggage that they have of the past. They know that they're still carrying it forward with them. They also know that that is a blockage to enjoying a fulfilling, healthy connection with you. So that's what they're worried about, simply that they won't be able to put down all of the negative energy from the past that they're still carrying forward, and they don't want to burden you with it. They don't want their issues to become your problems. Let me take another look at this. What worries does the person on my mind have about being committed? We have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands, this energy is correlating to this initial card. You are hot. I'm incredibly attracted to you. So let me get a clarifying card. What worries do they have about passion and attraction? What worries does the person on your mind have about passion and attraction? We have the 7 of Pentacles. They're concerned that the attraction that the two of you have for one another will fizzle out instead of taking time to grow and prosper. This is possibly an issue that this person had in the past, is that when they were attracted to someone, they would fall in love and then the connection would fizzle out quite quickly, leaving them broken and confused. So quite simply, the worries that this person has about commitment is, number 1, they're carrying negativity. Number 2, they're incredibly passionate about you, but they don't want it to be a fling or a short-lived connection. They want it to be something that can really grow and thrive over time. So let's ask the question now. What does this person need from you in order to feel safe in a connection? What does the person on your mind need from you in order to feel safe in a connection with you? We have the Justice card. Now, this is about taking personal accountability for your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs, not bringing them into the relationship. This can ruin lots of relationships where you have triggers or wounds or pain from the past, and then rather than taking personal responsibility for them, anytime you get triggered, you blame or shame the other person, which just triggers them and causes conflict that never ends. So what they need from you is for you to be someone who recognizes that you have baggage that you need to take responsibility for and not project it onto them. And likewise, they understand that they have baggage that they need to take responsibility for and not project it on you. And if both parties here can approach this from a higher self-awareness and an understanding of personal needs, personal wounds, personal strengths, personal weaknesses, then the two parties here can ultimately grow a fulfilling, healthy union. But that is impossible based on attraction alone. That is only possible when two people are emotionally mature enough and self-aware enough to not project their pain onto the other person. So that's what they need from themselves, and that's what they need from you in order to feel safe in a committed relationship. Let's get another card for this question. What does the person on your mind need from you to feel safe in a committed relationship? We have the Page of Wands. Let me get a clarifying card here. Clarify the Page of Wands. And we have the Three of Cups in reverse. I'm almost getting the sense that this person needs for you to not allow other people to influence your opinion about them. That may be something that they experienced in the past, that someone they were with, their friends or their family, dissuaded them from being with this person. So they might have a wound or a trigger around external influences in a relationship. And so what they're saying is allow your passion, allow your curiosity and this budding attraction to guide you forward using your own self-awareness instead of the opinions or the influences of others, which can oftentimes doom a connection that has potential. So now we're going to ask the question, what does this person on your mind wish you understood about them? We have the Chariot. The Chariot is about being determined to be victorious. So they want you to know that despite the pain or the troubles that they've had overcoming the baggage that they've gone through or are still carrying, they are really focused on becoming a better version of themselves. They know what they're capable of despite their past experiences, and they're unwilling to settle until they become victorious, until they accomplish what they deeply desire in love and relationship. So this is a person that desires commitment, desires healthy union, desires long-lasting relationship. And so, again, despite the pain and the trauma that they've been through, they're not going to allow that to stop them from becoming successful in relationships. Let me get another card. What does this person on your mind wish you understood about them? We have the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles means that this person is the type to hold on to things tightly, to hold on to people and situations tightly. They're not someone that likes flings or likes being in situationships because they fall in love probably pretty easily and deeply. So that's why they've been hurt before, is because they've been in situations where the attraction was there, but the commitment, the determination, the self-awareness was lacking, and therefore wasn't able to go into the fulfillment that they truly desired. So they want you to understand that if you are interested in them, don't take this connection lightly. Don't use them as a friends with benefits or a situationship, because that's what's hurt them in the past, and that will deeply affect them moving forward. So they want someone on the same page as far as someone who's willing to go deep. Let's get another card. All right, we have the Hermit. The Hermit means that this person at times needs to be alone, needs time for solitude and introspection, where they can feel into their pain, where they can feel into their desires and discern what's true from what's just based on fear. So if this person at times goes quiet, needs space, they're saying to you, don't take it personally. It's something that they deeply need that allows them to find the strength and the energy that they need to move forward in life and in relationships. Let's take a look now at what changes does this person want to make in order to become a better partner in relationship. What changes does this person on your mind want to make in order to become a better lover, a better partner? We have the Ace of Pentacles. Let me get a clarifying card. What does this person want to change in order to become a better partner? We have the King of Cups. And let me just get the final card here. The Devil. So the Devil energy here is what they are determined to overcome, which is an influence of negativity, whether it's addictions, actual addictions, or situations that cause you to create unhealthy coping mechanisms just to get by. So that's what they want to change. They don't want to be unhealthy in any way. They don't want to be addicted to pain or substances. They don't want to operate from a lack of self-awareness or from their fear or their past pain. They want to operate from this King of Cups energy, which will allow them the Ace of Pentacles. The King of Cups being so grounded emotionally, so in tune with oneself. That's why this Hermit card is important to them, because they want to understand their emotions, but also more importantly, have compassion with their pain, have compassion with their fear, so that they don't have to succumb to the weight of it and operate from an unhealthy place. If you can step back and see from a different perspective, then you can feel the pain without allowing it to consume you. So that's the change that they want to make. They want to be so emotionally intelligent and responsible and in tune with their own selves that they no longer allow pain to dictate how they operate in the world, which then will allow them to plant new healthy seeds. Not seeds of fear, but seeds of faith, seeds of potential and hope, versus recreating any negativity, pain, or trauma from the past. And finally, beautiful soul, we're going to take a look at the last question. What are their biggest hopes for your future together? We have the High Priestess and the Five of Pentacles. Let me get one more card. What are their biggest hopes for your future together? The Nine of Wands. So their biggest hopes for their future together with you is that they will be so in tune with their intuition, with their higher self, that they won't create situations of a lack of security anymore. They desire to move through any limitations, any doubt, anything holding them back, basically. So what I see here is someone who's still on a journey of healing. And you really need to be patient with this individual if you desire to have a committed relationship with them, because they're still navigating this trauma. They have purpose, they have determination, but they still have that pain that sometimes they operate from. And that may be where any confusion on your part comes from at times, is they're still operating from this place of pain, even though they're desiring to move through it. So that's what these last cards show me, is the hope for the future with you is that they will no longer operate from insecurity or being closed off. However, they will understand themselves so deeply that they will know intuitively how to move through that, how to heal that, and to ultimately enjoy a healthy, committed union with you. That's their deepest hope here. All right, beautiful soul, let's get one final card to see what the future may hold for this connection. What is the potential future outcome of this connection? Engagement. Beautiful. This says your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So that's what I'm more focused on rather than the engagement, because I do feel that this is a newer connection, or at least newer in the sense that there's more work to be done for it to be a healthy commitment. But that's what's being worked on here, is that this individual is doing a lot of self-reflection, a lot of healing, and therefore is allowing themselves the opportunity for their relationship journey to ascend to a higher level of commitment based on faith instead of fear. All right, my beautiful soul, I do hope this message resonated with you, that it gave you a sense of peace and clarity regarding this connection. If you do resonate and you want to claim it for yourself, comment an engagement ring emoji down below and like this video now. If you're new here, go ahead and subscribe, as we release new readings every week you don't want to miss. And in the event you would like a deeper personal reading for yourself, the link is available in the description box to book that now. Until the next time I get to read for you, I'm sending you so much peace and love. Welcome in card number 2. The card you were drawn to says arguments. I just wish we had healthier communication between us instead of all this unnecessary conflict and bickering. So if you resonate with that energy, let's move forward. If you don't, you can always choose another card or crystal. We're going to take a deeper look and see, what does this person on your mind feel about your connection? What do you need to know now? What does the person on your mind feel about your connection? We have the 9 of Pentacles. This means they are really grateful for all the growth that you've achieved together. This 9 of Pentacles energy is working hard towards the things that you desire and experiencing a type of fulfillment that you have achieved them. So let's get another card to answer this question. What does the person on your mind genuinely feel about your connection? We have the 8 of Cups in reverse, which is a beautiful sign that despite any conflicts the two of you might be experiencing, they don't want to let you go. The 8 of Cups is about experiencing the themes of walking away from something that you've built up. Reminding me of the 9 of Pentacles, that that's not what they want to happen. They don't want this connection to end. The two of you have taken so much time and energy to build up this connection to where it is now, that to walk away from it just because of conflicts would be out of the question for them. In their mind, in their heart, a committed, lasting relationship requires the willingness to find healthier ways of communication when you have that conflict. So it doesn't mean that this is a dead end. It just means this is an avenue for healthier communication between you. Let's get another card. How does the person on your mind genuinely feel about your connection? Beautiful energy. We have the sun. So again, this shows me that despite the conflicts, despite the challenges, this person is so optimistic and hopeful that this connection can be everything that the two of you desire. So regardless of how it feels now, where you may not be seeing eye to eye, and sometimes you feel like, can this last? Can this work? This person is not willing to walk away from everything that the two of you have built up and are deeply hopeful and optimistic that this can last. So let's move forward and see what worries does the person on your mind have about the commitment here. What worries does the person on your mind have about committed relationship here? We have the Eight of Pentacles. Now, this reminds me again of the Nine of Pentacles because it's about all of the self-mastery, the hard work, the skill that it requires to build something sustaining. So they have a fear here that maybe one or the other person in this connection isn't willing to do the hard work on self, because most often arguments come from projections of pain, where I want this other person to do something differently because of how they are making me feel. But no one can ever make you feel anything. They can trigger a feeling within you, but then it's your responsibility to have self-awareness and find out, okay, where's this wound within me? How am I projecting my pain? And how can I communicate that in a healthy way that doesn't taint or harm the relationship? And so that's self-mastery. That's this Eight of Pentacles. So their worry is that there won't be enough of that here that would allow the communication to be safe. Let's get another card. What worries does this person on your mind have about being in a committed relationship with you, or in general? The Queen of Pentacles. Let me clarify. What is the Queen of Pentacles? The Seven of Wands. I'm almost getting the sense here that this person is concerned that you might be closed off from reaching your fullest potential in relationship, because this Queen of Pentacles is a woman or a feminine energy that is very self-contained, very grounded, very responsible, nurturing, capable, someone who is so secure within themselves that they radiate security. They radiate a nurturing energy. But the Seven of Wands shows me that they might feel that you have a wall or a guard against sharing your full self. Now remember, this is a general group reading, so if you don't resonate with this energy at any time, you are free to choose another card or crystal. But if you do resonate, this person feels something in you that you are unwilling to fully share. And it may because you felt hyper independence in the past, like you couldn't rely on anybody and you had to do it all alone. Or this could be coming from a place where you were deeply hurt and therefore now are unwilling to give completely of yourself, because if you don't share all of yourself, then they can't hurt you. So there is a wall or some area of yourself that you are protecting and not allowing your full Queen of Pentacles energy to be released. And that may be where some of this miscommunication is coming from, because this person feels like there's something deeper here that they want to tap into, but there's a guard or a wall blocking its fulfillment. So let's look deeper at this energy and see, what does this person need from you in order to feel safe in a relationship? Wow, we have the Three of Swords. Let me clarify. What is this Three of Swords regarding feeling safe in relationship? What do they need from you? The Page of Pentacles, and let me get the last card. What do they need from you? Four of Wands in reverse. I'm almost getting the sense that there was a divorce, or even more specifically, an engagement that was ended that didn't follow through to marriage, that is weighing heavily on your heart and preventing you from getting engaged or getting married again. So what they need from you is to clarify your desires. Clarify what it is that you want to create in relationship. Do you want marriage? Do you want family? Do you want lasting commitment? If you do, then you have to be willing to have the self-mastery, the determination to build back the pieces of yourself that were broken or stolen from you. Because this Three of Swords does confirm what I was saying here, is that there's some pain from the past that is preventing you from going all in, because you don't want them to steal that part from you. Or no one can steal anything from you, but that's what it feels like when you give all of yourself and someone divorces you or ends your engagement or just pulls the rug out from under you when you thought that this was going to be your forever. So this particular individual is aware of that, understands that, and knows that there's a healthier avenue of commitment available for the two of you when you can feel safe to put roots down. Let's take a look at the question now. What does this person on your mind wish you understood about them? What does the person on your mind wish you understood about them? The King of Swords. This is a person who is very clear, very level-headed, discerning, non-judgmental. Someone who leads more with their logic instead of their emotions, in the sense that they don't allow reactions or heavy emotions to cloud their judgment. They're able to see above the clouds, above the pain. And I'm almost getting the sense it's like they can see you in a way that you may not even see yourself, because they have this higher level of perspective or discernment where they don't allow pain to infect them, or perhaps they've really grown out of that tendency. Let me get another card. What does this person on your mind wish that you understood about them? We have the Eight of Swords and the Three of Wands. So this confirms what I was just saying. I do feel this person is actually a soulmate who is here to help you overcome the trap, the limitation, the fear, the pain that has bound you from actually moving forward in a fulfilling relationship that they can sense you desire, but you're holding yourself back from, and perhaps creating conflict because you might be trying to self-sabotage this connection as well, okay? Because if you don't go all in and then it doesn't work, then you've protected yourself. But in essence, you've also prevented yourself from enjoying what could be the best relationship of your life. So with the Three of Wands, this person is here to help you move through the limitation of the mind and the heart that this past pain has caused. The Three of Wands, they're here to show you what's possible. They're here to help you feel potential instead of the entrapment of pain. They're here to get you excited about what's possible in love versus revert back to closing yourself off due to previous pain. Let's take a look now and see what changes does this person want to make in order to be a better partner. We have the World. Let me clarify. The Five of Pentacles. What changes does this person want to make in order to be a better partner? Wow. Wow. This is some intense energy. This person's very spiritual, very self-aware, someone with a higher level of consciousness and thinking. So what changes do they want to make? This isn't so much about what changes do they want to make in love or relationships, but what change they want to make in the world, and therefore every other area of their life, including this connection. So this person is here to change the world. This person is here to be a higher level awareness and consciousness that can see with discernment and doesn't allow pain to influence or dictate their behavior or their actions. That ultimately is what is going to heal the world, is people taking personal accountability for their thoughts, feelings, and beliefs, and no longer expecting or projecting their beliefs on others. This person is here to heal insecurity within themselves and therefore radiate that energy as a positive example to others. This person understands that lack is an illusion. Lack of love, lack of money, lack of security, lack of stability. Any lack is an illusion, is a choice whether conscious or unconscious. The World and the Wheel of Fortune, this person is a spiritual mentor, a spiritual mediator. The Wheel of Fortune is about accepting that you are a co-creator with life, that you have destiny. Like I said, this person is destined to be in your life to help you understand any insecurities you have within you and graduate from them, which is the World. Graduating to a higher level of experience, which now puts you on the path to new beginnings based on a higher perspective. And so I'm getting the sense is allow this person to be a vehicle of destined change in your life, where you move to a higher level of consciousness, where you don't anymore operate from lack or pain or illusion or insecurity, but you operate with that Queen of Pentacles from your deep knowingness, which is that energy of self-mastery that they deeply desire in self, in other, and in union. Let's see now, what are their biggest hopes for your future together? Ooh, wow. I don't think a better card could have come up, especially with all the energy I was just suggesting, because the Magician is about being a master of self, understanding how your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs are creating the circumstances of your reality. This is a self-master, or at least someone who has got the picture and is moving forward in their life in a higher level. And they're an example for you to do the same. This is a powerful being that you've got yourself involved with here. So they desire this for the two of you, for you to be co-creating with life in such a magical way where you understand the illusion. You understand the illusions that you can create anything with your intention. If you understand yourself, if you understand what's motivating you, you can dictate the circumstances of your reality rather than becoming a victim of life. So that's the excitement that this person wants to build together with you, is creating intentionally in love and life in every area. Let me get another card. What is this person's biggest hopes for your future together? The Ace of Wands, yes. To allow the clarity of your passion to plant the seed of what's possible in your lives, to lead with excitement and adventure and what's possible. Let me get another card. What is this person's biggest hopes for your future together? The Two of Swords. Interesting energy. This person is saying that life is uncertain, but that's where it can be exciting if you lead with your faith and what's possible versus your fear and the pain of the past. So they're saying that what they want for your future together is to not always know, to not always have it figured out, but to have this higher level of thinking and awareness that you know that that's the exciting part. That's the magical part, is where you let your intuition guide you when you don't have it all figured out. And that's how you overcome that Eight of Swords energy, so you don't get trapped by fear of the unknown, but you become expansive and free based on the possibility of the seeds that you've planted. So this is some beautiful, exciting energy here. Let me get one final card, beautiful soul, to see what is the potential future outcome of this connection. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So I'm getting the sense that this is you finding this place of excitement and faith and adventure, leaning into it to allow yourself to remove the veil or the guard around you so that you can lean all in from a place of deep security within yourself, expressing fully your love, your desire, and your determination to be all in with this person. So if you resonate, I encourage you to express the awareness that you've found in this reading and your intentions to move forward fully. All right, my beautiful soul, I do hope this message served you, that it gave you some peace and clarity regarding this connection. If you resonate and you want to claim it for yourself, comment a prayer hand emoji and like this video now. If you're new here, go ahead and subscribe, as we release new readings every week you don't want to miss. And in the event you would like a deeper personal reading for yourself, the link is available in the description box below to book that now. Until the next time I get to read for you, beautiful soul, I'm sending you so much peace and love. Welcome in card number 3. The card that you are drawn to says synergy. We could achieve so much more together than we would individually. So let's take a deeper look and see what this person on your mind wants to tell you now. How do they feel about your connection? We have the Hangman, which is showing me that this person has a new perspective on this connection or on relationships in general than they have had before. Reminding me of the synergy card, it's possible that they want to work together or they want to commit in a relationship in a deeper way than they've ever have before because of this unity that they feel with you. This sense of completion where both of your energies coalesce in a way that is extremely harmonious and potentially very productive. I'm almost getting power couple energy here, that not only could this relationship thrive in love, but also other aspects of partnership, perhaps building a business together. Let's get a deeper look. How does this person on your mind feel about the connection you share? Yes, this person is very clear, very sure about this connection. Perhaps even feels like they manifested it or have been genuinely thinking about the energy that the two of you shared before they experienced it. Let me get another card. What does this person on your mind feel about the connection you share? Oh, wow. I told you I literally just said I feel like this person manifested or feels like they manifested this connection before it came into reality. So that's why this synergy energy is them feeling like, wow, this is the type of connection, chemistry, interaction that I've been wanting, hoping, setting intentions for. And I'm almost getting the sense that they're ready to hit the ground running because they don't need to think, is this the right person, or do we have chemistry, or do we connect, are we compatible with one another? They don't have to take the time to think that way, which reminds me of the Hangman. They're approaching this connection with you differently than they've had in the past. And perhaps this is the first connection that they feel like they've manifested because they were intentional with the process and clarifying what they really wanted in a partner versus just meeting someone because they wanted to and then having to figure that out along the way. Let's take a look now at what worries this person might have about commitment. Okay, we have the King of Cups. Let me get another card. What worries does this person have about commitment? And one more card. What worries does this person on your mind have about commitment? The Fool and the Knight of Wands. So the King of Cups almost gives me the sense that this is a very mental person, possibly an air sign, or just someone who has the potential to overthink or always be in their heads, which can limit the amount of time that they're in their heart or their feelings. I'm almost getting the sense that sometimes this person comes off as insensitive because they are more of an airy person, which reminds me of this King of Swords. Like, they're very clear, very mental, very logical, very discerning person, and sometimes may have trouble dropping into their heart versus just communicating and operating from their head. The Justice card, this is about karma. It's about taking personal accountability and responsibility for your thoughts, feelings, beliefs, what you're bringing to the situation. With the Knight of Wands and the Fool, what worries does this person have about commitment? With this Justice card, especially with this energy where this person understands the law of attraction and how thoughts, feelings, and beliefs contribute to experiences, they are aware that in order to have a healthy relationship, it's going to require a higher level of self-awareness and self-responsibility. And it's not necessarily a worry, but just an awareness that this is what it takes. With this Knight of Wands and the Fool, there is this energy of perhaps in the past they would allow their passions to rule them and create situations where they would continuously fall in love or continuously pursue connections based on passion versus a deeper level of understanding of self and desire for commitment. Again, it reminds me of the fact that this person may be more of an air energy versus a water or earth energy. Earth energies are more stable, more grounded, more thorough, more patient. Water energies are more compassionate and intuitive, where air and fire energies are more fleeting, more ruled by passions and sometimes impulsiveness. So I'm getting the sense that this person is concerned by their previous impulsiveness and is aware that in order to be in a lasting, fulfilling union where, you know, they've desired this, they've manifested it, now they have to keep it going. Now that they have it, what are they going to do with it? Are they going to be impulsive like they were in the past and just follow whatever pleasures they have? Or are they going to sit and culminate this energy? Are they going to continue to nurture it and grow it, or are they just going to disappear? That's not what they want because they've been so intentional about manifesting this connection. So let's take a look now at what does this person need in order to feel safe in a connection? What do they need from you specifically? We have the Ace of Wands. They want you to be just as ruled and led by your passions as them, not in a way that makes you impulsive, but in a way that makes you intentional with what you want to create in this life. Because people who understand the law of attraction are trying to create experiences from this deep place of clarity and joy versus creating from fear or limitation or restriction in any way. So that's what they want in order to feel safe, because that is a concern that if there's no passion, or if their eye becomes wandering in the sense that they're looking for something more exciting. It gives me like Sagittarius energy. Sagittarians are very philosophical and intuitive, but they're also very adventurous and passion fueled. And I'm getting the same energy within this person, that a Sagittarius person may need someone to understand their level of desire for freedom and fun and adventure, and need someone who can align their energy with them so that they don't desire to run away towards something if a long-term committed relationship starts to become routine. They all do, but in that routine, you can still intentionally cultivate fun and passion and adventure. So that's what they need in order to feel like a relationship is a safe place to stay and commit to long-term. Let's get another card. What does this person on your mind need from you in order to feel safe in relationship? The Page of Swords. To be curious, to be a perpetual student, seeking, yes, seeker. Okay, so this person, I'm getting either air or fire energy, but I am particularly picking up on Sagittarius energy too. So that doesn't have to land for everybody. Only take the pieces that resonate with you specifically. But overall, that's the kind of energy I'm feeling. So what they need from you is someone who is a seeker of life, someone who has a curiosity that is insatiable. Because when you are curious about learning more about yourself, about others, about life, about the deeper truths, then you have this energy of the magician where you start to operate from a higher level of discernment and consciousness in this world, and you start to play with life from a sense of fun and adventure versus a sense of obligation, duty, and restriction that many people operate from. Let's get another card. What does this person on your mind need from you in order to feel safe in relationship? We have the Lovers and the Moon. This is beautiful energy. The Moon reminds me of what I was just saying about seeking the deeper aspects of life, the truth that is beneath the surface, being intuitive, diving into the subconscious realm where the mysteries of life lie. That's going to lead this person to continue to feel. They already feel that you are their soulmate. They already feel that this is the commitment or the connection that they've been deeply hoping for and wishing to fulfill. And so they know that in order for it to last, there has to be more substance here. There has to be two people who are seeking more from themselves and from life overall. Let's get another card to answer the question, what does this person on your mind wish you understood about them? Wow, the Queen of Swords definitely reminds me of the King of Swords. So confirms what I was saying, that this is a very intellectual, philosophical, mental person who's very curious about life, someone who's less emotional than others. Let me get another card. What does this person on your mind wish you understood about them? We have the Eight of Cups. Let me clarify. What is this Eight of Cups? Death and rebirth. Okay, so I'm getting the sense that this person, where they are now, is based upon something that they walked away from in the past. They've had a death and rebirth experience, most likely some sort of spiritual awakening that led them away from their past, their childhood, their traditions, maybe even a relationship or multiple relationships. I'm getting the sense that this is a perpetual traveler in life, and they've never quite found a place where they can land and feel at home. And that's why this hanged man energy is present here, because they feel like putting down roots with you. They feel like because they manifested it, therefore it must be right for them, and they don't have to continue to explore or be led by something that feels unfulfilled or unresolved within them. So they deeply wish that you understand this journey that they've been on and how spiritual it's been for them, how much of a process of self-discovery it's been. And also, again, that they are this very philosophical person that is influencing how they operate in life. Let's take a look now at what changes this person wants to make in order to be a better partner in relationship. What changes does this person on your mind wish to make in order to be a better lover and partner? We have the Five of Wands. I'm almost getting the sense with this is that they don't want to be so isolated anymore, because they've been almost like black sheep or hermit, or just someone who's gone on a hero's journey by themselves. Now that they've reached this place of self-awareness, they want to work together with others and be, this is like competition energy. It's like you want to push you want someone to help push you, and you push them to become better, to reach this ideal goal in life. Let's get another card. What changes does this person on your mind wish to make in order to be a better partner? I knew some water energy was coming up here, because that's not their strongest place of operating from. And the Six of Pentacles here is about reciprocity, giving and receiving in equal measure. So I see here someone who wants to change how they give love. Someone who wants to be more heart-centered, more capable of sharing emotions, communicating feelings. Someone who now, with this synergy, wants to intertwine their energy with another. And so that's the changes that they're seeking to make in order to build a lasting, fulfilling relationship. Lastly, let's answer the question, what is this person's biggest hope for your future together? We have the Page of Wands. Yes, of course it is, because this person desires freedom, fun, adventure. They want this to be a relationship that is built on what's possible from a place of passion and excitement versus routine, monotony, boredom, duty, obligation. Let's get another card. What is this person's biggest hope for your future together? The Eight of Pentacles. Two people who are self-masters, who understand life, who understand the mysteries, who operate from this place of continuing to better themselves and reaching for the highest level of being on earth possible. What is this person's biggest hope for your future together? The Chariot, ooh, and the Six of Wands. Yes, two people determined to overcome pain, challenge, seeing the darker negative sides of life as fuel versus obstacles. Two people who are determined to conquer every area of themselves, love, relationship, life overall. to be victorious, to be seen, recognized, and valued by each other, and be a shining example of what's possible. Again, I am getting power couple energy. So two masters of self who live life from a place of deep potential and possibility and magic. Let's get one final card for you to see what is the possible future outcome of this connection. What is the possible future outcome of this connection? Calling in your soulmates. I knew it. Wow. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So I said that from the very start of this reading, that this is a soulmate. This is someone who's been manifesting you specifically and who feels like this could be everything they've been desiring, and what is going to create a sense of unity, deep fulfillment, groundedness that they desire to land on at this time. All right, my beautiful soul, I do hope this reading served you, that it gave you a sense of peace and clarity regarding this connection. If you resonate with this reading and you want to claim it for yourself, comment the open hand emoji and like this video now. If you're new here, subscribe, as we release new readings every week you don't want to miss. And in the event you would like a deeper personal reading for yourself, the link is available in the description box below to book that now. Until the next time I get to read for you, I'm sending you so much peace and love.